Welcome to Ajaxar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss work, energy and power. In this work, energy and power, problems on vertical circular motion part 1. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. Problems on vertical circular motion part 1. First question. A child revolves a stone of mass 0.5 kilogram tied to the end of a string of length 40 centimeters in a vertical circle. The speed of the stone at the lowest point of the circle is 3 meters per second. Calculate the tension in the string at this point. In this question, we have to calculate tension in the string at this point. Now let us go to the solution. Given m is equals to, here mass of the stone they given as 0.5 kilogram and they given length L is equals to 40 centimeter. Converting into meters, 0.4 meters, and they given the speed of the stone at the lowest point of the circle is they given as 3 meters per second. So V is equals to 3 meters per second, and we had to calculate tension in the string. Now T minus mg is equals to mv square by r. Suppose this is the circle. Now here this is the tension and vertically downwards gravitational force, that is weight mg acting vertically downwards, and from this we are writing T is equals to mv square by r plus mg. So now substituting values, 0.5 nothing but we are writing 1 by 2 into v square, 3 square 9, and r here 0.4. So plus m 1 by 2 into g, acceleration due to gravity 10. Now 2 ones, 2 fives are here. Now T is equals to, taking 0.4 nothing but 4 by 10 reciprocal, 10 nines are 90 by 4 twos are 8 plus 5. Now 90 by 8, T is equals to, tension in the string T is equals to 90 by 8 nothing but 11.25 plus 5. So T is equals to, we are getting 16.25 newtons. This is the final answer. So therefore T is equals to, tension in the string is equals to 16.25 newtons. Okay, next we will go to the next question. An aeroplane flying in the sky dives with a speed of 360 km per hour in a vertical circle of radius 200 meters. The weight of the pilot sitting in it is 75 kilogram. Calculate the force with which the pilot pressed his seat where the aeroplane is at the highest point at the lowest position of the circle. Here this is pilot. Okay, now we have to calculate here in this question, when the aeroplane is at the highest point we have to calculate the force with which the pilot presses his seat. First case, aeroplane at the highest point, and the second case when the aeroplane is at the lowest position of the circle. Here they given g as 10 meters per second square. Now let us go to the solution. Now first we are discussing the at the highest position. First case, at the highest position. Now here this is the circle. Now we are, this is the circle. Now here taking this one is gravitational force, and to another one mg, and this is r1. Here mv square by r, and this direction mv square by r. Now at highest position r1 plus mg is equals to mv square by r. Now r1 is equals to, so this can be written as mv square by r minus mg. Now substituting values, 75 into v square 100 into 100 by r, they given as 200 minus m into g, 75 into g value 10, m they given as 75, and v here 360 km per hour. Converting into meters per second, we are getting now this 360 into 5 by 18, 360 into 5 by 18, 18 ones are 18 twos are 36 0, so 25 is 100. So like this we are getting v is equals to, converting meters per second, we are getting 100 meter per second. This 100 we are substituting here, v square nothing but 100 into 100, and r they given as 200 radius, and g 10. Now r1 is equals to, r1 is equals to 75 into 100 into 100 by 200 minus 75 into 10. 0, these two zeros cancel, and here 2 ones, 2 50s are 0, so taking 75 into 50 minus 75 into 10. Now we are taking common 75, now we are getting 50 minus 10, so that implies r1 is equals to 75 into 40. So total we are getting r1 is equals to 3000 newtons. In terms of kilogram weight, r1 is equals to 300 kilogram weight. 1 kilogram weight is equals to 9.8 or 10 newtons. So 3000 newtons is equals to 3000 by 10. So 0 0 cancels, we are getting 300 kilogram weight. Now come to the second one. At lowest position, finding the force. So r2 minus mg is equals to mv square by r. Now r2 is equals to, from this we are getting mg plus mv square by r. Now substituting values, r2 is equals to m nothing but here 75 into 100 into 100 by, here mv square by r plus mg. So mv square by r, m 75, v square 100 into 100 by r 200 plus 75 mg into 10. 0 0 0 0 gets cancels. Now last we are getting here r2 is equals to 75, 2 ones, 2 5s are 0, 75 into 50. Here taking common 75, 50 plus 10. So this becomes R2 is equals to 75 into 60. So that is equals to 4500 newtons. So finally we are getting answer R2 is equals to, in terms of kilogram weight, 450 kilogram weight. R1 is equals to, we are getting 300 kilogram weight, and R2 is equals to, we are getting 450 kilogram weight. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. The bob of a simple pendulum of length L is displaced through 90 degrees from its mean position and then released. Calculate the speed of the bob and the tension in the thread when the bob passes through the mean position. Now here we have to calculate speed of the bob and tension in the thread when the bob passes through the mean position. Now let us go to the solution. Here first one, v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Here u square nothing but 0. So 0 square plus 2gl. Now here we are taking, this is the length and suspended, this acting vertically tension. Now we are taking the bob, gravitational weight mg, that is a force, and this speed. Now here a bob of simple pendulum of length L is displaced through, this is the making an angle 90 degrees. So 90 degrees from its mean position and then released. We have to calculate the speed of this bob. This is the speed of the bob. Now tension T minus mg is equals to mv square by L. So from this we are writing T is equals to mv square by L plus mg. So v square, from this expression we are writing v square is equals to 2gl, or we can write it as v is equals to square root of 2gl. So this substituting in this, here we are getting T is equals to m by L, v square nothing but v root 2gl whole square plus mg. Square root will cancel. So now again here L gets cancels. We are getting T is equals to mg plus here 2mg plus mg. So that is equals to 3mg. Tension in the thread, therefore T is equals to, we are getting 3mg. This is the final answer. Okay. Next we will go to the next. One end of a string of length 1.5 meters is tied to a stone of mass 0.44 kilogram and the other end to a small pivot on a smooth vertical board. What is the minimum speed of the stone required at its lowermost point so that the string does not slack at any point in its motion along the vertical circle? Here we have to calculate minimum speed of the stone required at its lowermost point. Now let us go to the solution. Here they given L is equals to R is equals, that is length is equals to, they given as 1.5 meters, and they given us mass 0.4 kilogram, and g is equals to 9.8 meters per second square. Now we have to calculate the minimum speed, that is V minimum is equals to root of 5GR. 5GR. Now substituting, that implies V minimum is equals to square root of 5 into 9.8 into R, they given us 1.5. So we are getting after multiplication 8.57 meters per second. Now this is the minimum speed of the stone required at its lower most point. Okay, V minimum is equals to 8.57 meters per second. Okay, now let us go to the next. A ball of mass 0.5 kilogram tied at one end of a cord of length 50 centimeters is revolved in a vertical circle. If the speed of the ball at the lowest point of the circle is 6 meters per second, then the speed of the ball at highest point of the circle is. Here we have to calculate speed of the ball at highest point of the circle. Now let us go to the solution. Here this is the circle. Now here these two are moving in a opposite direction. This is a V1 and it is a V2 revolved in this vertical circle. This is a ball of mass 0.5 kilogram tied one end of the cord of length 50 centimeter and it is revolved in a vertical circle. Now here V1 square minus V2 square is equals to 4GR. V square minus U square is equals to 2S. By using that formula we are writing V1 square minus V2 square is equals to 4GR. So from this we are writing V2 square is equals to V1 square minus 4GR. So V2 is equals to square will go, that side comes under root. So V1 square minus 4GR. So that is equals to, now substituting values, V1 they given as the 6 meters per second. Now 6 square minus 4 into G acceleration got 10 and R they given as 1 by 2. Here 50 centimeters we are converting into meters, so it becomes 1 by 2. So 2 ones 2 fives are. So that is equals to 6 square nothing but 36 minus 5 fours are 20. So that is equals to 36 minus 20 16. So therefore V2 is equals to, we are getting root 16 4 meters per second. This is the final answer. Root 16 is equals to 4 meters per second. So V2 is equals to 4 meters per second. Now we'll go to the next. A string can bear a maximum tension of 3.16 kilogram weight. What maximum number of revolutions per second can be made by a stone of mass 49 grams tied to one end of a 1 meter long piece of the string so that the string may not break? Now here we have to calculate the maximum number of revolutions. Now let us go to the solution. Tension T is equals to M or omega square plus mg. So that is implies, here we are writing omega nothing but 2 pi n. So m or 2 pi n whole square plus mg. So this can be written as T is equals to total 2 square nothing but 4. So 4 pi square m or n square is equals to T minus mg. So n square is equals to T minus mg by 4 pi square m r. Now n is equals to under root of T minus mg by 4 pi square m r. Now substituting the values, n is equals to T they given as here 3.16 into 10 minus m nothing but they given as 49 grams, converting into kilograms, 14 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 by here 4 into 10 into m nothing but 49 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 1. So that is equals to 3.16 into 10, 31.6 minus this can be written as 0.49 by 4 into 0.49. So under root. So that is equals to maximum number of revolutions n is equals to we are getting 31.11 by 1.96 under root. So this complete division we are getting 16. So maximum number of revolutions per second n is equals to 4. So that is 4 revolutions by second. This is the maximum number of, therefore n is equals to we are getting 4 revolutions per second. Okay. Now next we will go to the next question. A bucket full of water is tied with a rope 1.6 meters long and revolving in a vertical circle. What would be the time period of the bucket at the highest point so that water may not fall? Here we have to calculate the time period of the bucket at the highest point. Now let us go to the solution. Here water does not fall when V is equals to square root of GR. Water does not fall when V is equals to square root of GR. So now V nothing but R omega, that is equals to ZR. So omega is equals to root of GR by R. So this can be written as omega is equals to root G into root R. This R can be written as root R into root R. Root R get cancels. So root of G by R. So omega is equals to we are getting root of G by R. Omega is equals to 2 pi by T. So 2 pi by T is equals to square root of G by R. So from this we are writing the formula for time period. T is equals to 2 pi root R by G. So now substituting values 2 into pi nothing but 3.14 and R they given us 1.6 G 10. So that is equals to 2 into 3.14 into 2 into 3.14 into this can be written as decimal representation 16 by 10, 10 in the 100. So root 16 by 100. So this that is equals to time period T is equals to 2 into 3.14 into root 16 4 root 100 10. So T is equals to 4 2 8 8 into 3.14 by 10. So this total we are getting after division. Here of this multiplication we are getting 25.12 by 10. At last we are writing 2.51 seconds. So therefore time period of this bucket at the highest point t is equals to, therefore t is equals to 2.51 seconds. This is the final answer. Okay, next we will go to the next question. A particle of mass m is attached to a string of length L and given a velocity root of 10 gl in the horizontal direction at the lowest point. Find the tension in the string when the particle is at lowest position, and we have to calculate highest position when the string makes an angle 60 degrees with the lower vertical and upper vertical. Okay, now let us go to the solution. Here first we have to calculate lowest position when VL is equals to square root of n plus 4 into GR. So that is equals to n plus 4 is equals to, here n plus 4 is equals to 10. Here they given as root of 10 GL. So this can be written as 10 minus 6, 4, 10 minus 4, 6. So in the place of 10, here we have to write n plus 4. So n is equals to how much you are getting? 6. So V is equals to, they given as root 10 GR. So from this we are writing n plus 4 is equals to 10 and n is equals to 6. So therefore n is equals to 6. Tension at any point is T is equals to, here tension at any point, is T is equals to n plus 2 plus 3 cos theta into mg. At now we'll discuss at lowest point theta is equals to 0. Now first one, at lowest point theta is equals to 0. So TL is equals to 6 plus 2 plus 3 cos theta into mg. Now 6 plus 2 nothing but 8. So at lowest point tension TL is equals to 6 plus 2 becomes 8. 8 plus 3 cos theta into mg. Here in this case theta is equals to 0, cos 0 is equals to 1. So TL is equals to 8 plus 3 into mg. So that implies at lowest point we are getting 11 mg. So now come to second one, we are calculating at highest point. At highest point theta is equals to 180 degrees. So at highest point theta is equals to 1 degrees. So T at H, TH nothing but highest point, tension in the highest point, that is n plus 2 plus 3 cos theta into mg. So that is equals to 6 plus 2 plus 3 theta nothing but cos 180 degrees into mg. So 6 plus 2 nothing but 8 plus 3 into cos 180 minus 1 into mg. So 8 minus 3, 5 mg. This is at highest point we are getting TH is equals to 5 mg. Next the third one, when theta is equals to 60 degrees. So T60 is equals to 6 plus 2 plus 3 cos 60 into mg. Now we are substituting the value 6 plus 2 nothing but 8. Next T is equals to, here at 60 degrees we are calculating tension, that is equals to 6 plus 2 nothing but 8 plus 3 of cos 60 nothing but 1 by 2 into mg. So that is equals to, taking LCM, 3 8 to 16, 16 plus 3 by 2 into mg. So total we are getting 16 plus 3 nothing but 19 by 2 mg. So tension when theta is equals to 16 degrees, 60 degrees, T is equals to 19 by 2 into mg. Now let us calculate when theta is equals to 120 degrees. So then T 120 is equals to n plus 2 plus 3 cos theta into mg. So that is equals to n nothing but 6, 6 plus 2 plus 3 cos theta nothing but here they given us 120 into mg. So 6 plus 2 nothing but 8, 8 plus 3 of cos 120 degrees minus 1 by 2 into mg. So taking LCM, 16 minus 3 by 2 into mg. So tension at 120 degrees, that implies that is equals to, we are getting 16 minus 3, 13 by 2 mg. This is the final answer. Okay, thanks for watching this video.